Have you tried building in Fallout 76 and thought, what the hell is this? Why won't this snap? There are no existing objects. This thing has support. Well, I'm here to tell you that there's an easier way to build a camp where you don't need to fuss around with this glitchy ass building system or even place down a single wall or roof. I'm gonna get this out of the way. I'm talking about the wood cabin prefab from the Atomic Shop. So if you're not really into purchasing things from there, then this video isn't for you. I figured I'd tell you now instead of halfway through the video and just wasting your time. But I do have another camp build video right here that's more suited for you, so you should totally go check that out. Now, if I'm honest, I hate building in 76. I hate it. It's a frustrating pain in the ass, but I thoroughly enjoy the outcome. I love having a cozy little camp out here in the wasteland that I can call home. So if you're like me, or you don't have the time for building, or maybe not the best at it, then I'm going to show you how simple it can be. You don't need to build some towering monstrosity or a huge 2-story house with a garage in order to have a really nice camp that contains everything that you need. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Alright, so my camp is right over here by the Moonshiner Shack and Vault 76. Now I know, oh, you shouldn't build your camp right beside Vault 76 because you can fast travel there for free. What's the point of having your camp right there? You should put it more where the end game is. Not to mention Meat Week's right there too. I don't give a damn, okay? I'll pay the 20 caps to fast travel to White Spring. I don't give a damn. If you've been following me for a little while, you probably recognize this area. This is where I built the first few versions of my camp. You know, this is home to me. It's my safe haven. There's not that many things trying to kill me, and if they do, they're not that hard to take out. It's peaceful. There's a beautiful pond over here with a just okay looking pier. I can go for a dip anytime that I want. There are stunning views on both sides. I mean, look at this. Look how beautiful this is. And occasionally, really low level enemies will spawn over here, which is a nice little ego boost because they're super easy to take out. Every day it's like boom, boom, ego boost. I feel better about myself already. And have I mentioned the views? Holy shit. Plus, a lot of people are too good to build over here, so 9 times out of 10 when I join a server, this spot isn't taken, so I can load right up, no issues. Basically what I'm trying to say is that I like it over here, alright? Leave me alone. Alright, so this is going to be a very quick and easy build, and that's the whole point of it. So underneath the miscellaneous structures, you'll find a log cabin. Again, this is from the Atomic Shop, so if you don't have it, I think it's still in there, but if not, I'm sure they'll bring it back at some point. Now, I really like the way that this cabin looks. It's not amazing by any means, but it's not supposed to be. You know, we're going for like that cozy cabin in the woods kind of vibe. And to spruce it up a little bit, I'm going to add in a front porch. You see I still have the old piece there from where I built it up before, just to save myself some time. Now, what you want to do is get the porch where you want it first, and then add in the cabin next to it, because the cabin is way more forgiving. You see, if I try to squeeze in this porch next to the cabin, it starts to get a little attitude and not cooperate. So porch goes in first, and then you can kind of squeeze in the cabin next to it. And you see how it's popping up like this? A good way around that is by stepping away from it and then selecting it at an angle. You see, it's no longer popping up, and I can actually work with it a little bit more. So the goal is to get it so close. I'm trying to get this post to kind of like tuck in right next to these logs. So try and get it as close as I can, and it's not too bad so far. So I just need to inch it in a little bit more. And see, it's popping up again, so I just need to step back and then select it from this angle. And that should be, oh, it's so close. There's still a little bit of a gap. I can push it back a little bit further, and I think it's slightly off center. So let me see if I can scoot it over just a little bit. Right there. That should do it. So there's always gonna be a little bit of a gap, so that's not bad. This pillar is in the corner, and that looks good, and this side is right up against the wall. So this is set. Now all we have to do is place in the railing, which still snap in on each side. It still works. And it's very surprising to me because, you know, with this game, things usually don't just work, despite what some people might say. And now we just place in the stairs, and we're done. That is it. That's the whole build right there. Alright, to be fair, I still have to build the workshop, so I'll just do that real quick because it's super easy. I left the railing in here so I don't have to line it up again because you can't get these too close to the cabin. Like, this is as close as I can get it, which is still not bad. Like, I can't walk on that side, so it's still fairly close to it. And this is just a 2x3 fence. So 3 on the sides and then 2 in the front and back. Nothing groundbreaking. So boom, and then boom. Now I just gotta put in the foundations, which these act like they don't want to go in, you know? But if you look a certain way, they go green and lets you place them down. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what they're snapping to because, you know, it might be the fences, but I had issues with that before. So I don't know. All I know is that if you look a certain way, they go green. You just gotta play around with it a little bit. So just 4 foundations here. This is where the workbenches are gonna go. And then I'm gonna put in a fence because back there is gonna be my crop. So that one, and now this last piece. Go in there. It's not intersecting with an object. Just go. It's the last piece. Come on. Okay, maybe it's the foundation. Okay, now it's completely red. I don't know what's wrong with you. Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Nope. Okay, you're starting to piss me off. Let's try putting the foundation back. Will this do it? It's not intersecting with an object. God, you're making me look bad. It's the last piece. Oh, so it was that one. Okay, so will this one snap in now? Yeah, all right, fine. Whatever, just do it. Okay, now put this back in and we are done. Oh my God, just do it. Ah, okay, is it this one? Okay, that one works. And, okay, now this one won't. And see, people ask me, hey, Cord, why don't you build in 76? This is why. Okay, I can't, because I can't put a fence in. You know what, maybe it's the corner pieces. Yeah, okay, for whatever reason, the corner pieces wouldn't work. Okay, I think we did it. Guys, we did it. We built the fence. We made it. Shit. But that's it for the build. That's literally all you had to do, and depending on what you have, you don't even need to do the workshop area. Like a friend of mine has it's like a tool shed. I think he got it from the Atomic Shop, which is not available right now. But basically, it's just a prefab that you just place down right next to the log cabin, and you can put like all kinds of workbenches and everything in there. So if you have the shed, then you know, brag, 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 good for you. But you could put it right next to the log cabin instead of using the workbench area, and then it's just 2 prefabs and a porch, and that's all you need. Now the decorations are what's going to make or break this build. So I'm going to decorate mine real quick just to give you guys an idea and then come back and give you a tour. So be right back. Alright, so here it is all finished up. I hope the video isn't too laggy right now because my game is lagging, so hopefully the video doesn't look as bad as it looks for me. We'll see. Alright, so let's do a quick tour of the inside. Now in here I try to have like 4 or 5 different rooms. So this one, oh hang on a second, let me turn on the fireplace. Don't look. Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. Hang on, hang on. Let's take a look on the inside. In here, I try to have 4 different... Oh, hang on. Let me turn this off so there's no copyright. Jesus. Hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. All right, so let's take a look on the inside. Now, in here, I try to have 4 or 5 different rooms, even though I don't have them spaced out or spaced off by walls. So, for example... I have the living room over here, which I absolutely love. I mean, this couch is amazing. The fireplace is amazing. I just love the way this looks. It fits in so well with this like country cabin kind of vibe, you know? And then on this side is the bedroom, which fits a full-size bed, might I add, and this beautiful window. The window is actually in a perfect spot, because if it was like in the middle, then it would have messed up this entire area right here. So the window in the corner was a really good job. Good job, Bethesda. Okay, I'm proud of you for that one. Over here is the... I thought I turned this off. Hang on. Turn off. Over here is the dining room, which is all you need. Just a couple of chairs and a table, and then right next to the kitchen. Now, I know it looks kind of weird having 2 stoves, but also it doesn't look weird, right? For some reason, I think this looks good. I think this actually looks like a proper kitchen, or, you know, as close as we can get it in this game. So, I don't know. What do you think? Does it look stupid with 2 stoves? Let me know in the comments. And the last spot is right here by the door, which is just the entryway, and I just kind of shoved this piano over here because I love the piano and I wanted to have it in here. But this whole setup I think looks really good. It's cramped enough, but you can also get around and everything kind of makes sense, especially with the power generator up here. Like Bethesda, you crushed it with this log cabin. You know, it looks great. The window's in the perfect spot. We can fit the power generator up there to get it out of the way. The only thing I would say is maybe one more window. Maybe a window in the front, but I'm not complaining. You did a great job with this. Okay, this is actually worth spending the money or spending the atoms, you know? So great job. Keep this up. We want more of stuff like this, okay? Now, outside of the cabin is a little barren, so I just put a few things along the walls here, and then, like, you know, wind chimes and a flag, just to give you something to look at, and I think it came out pretty cool. Over this way is the workshop. Now, I'm still on about that shed, okay, so I'm not completely happy with this area, but it works for what I have, you know, and what I was going for. So I have all the workbenches out here, well, at least all the ones that I use. I don't really use, like, the brewing station very much. So I have all the ones that I use, and I know I tried to have, like, a roof over this, but it just looked weird next to the cabin, so I know it might look a little weird having this just out in the open and exposed to the elements, like, especially the TV over here. But the TV survived the apocalypse, okay? I think a little bit of rain will be fine. At least that's what I'm telling myself to make this okay. And then back here is my little farm crop area. It's nothing amazing. I only had like corn and potatoes, so it works. You get the idea of what I was going for, you know? I think it looks pretty good. And over here is the porta-john, which I love this thing because I always forget to include a bathroom, so I can just plop this down and say, boom, there's the bathroom. I didn't forget. And I love how it's on this little hill, you know, because it looks like it could just topple over at any time. I just find that hilarious because I'm 12 apparently. And behind the house is where my generator is, my pylon, and my water purifier. So like all my goods. And I know that they're back here and they don't have any like fencing or there's no turrets, no defense, whatever. I know. But I tried to put a few turrets around here. I tried to put some fences and it just didn't work. So yeah, they're completely exposed. But I'm going for more aesthetic than I am like functionality and like defense. So if something comes up here and destroys my generator, I'll just rebuild it. You know, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But that is it for the build. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. You know, it's not what I usually do, but I just wanted to show something that was more like simple and kind of basic, but you can also make look really, really good. I can turn this into a blueprint or mainly just a cabin and then place that around wherever I move my camp. That's the goal. I have more of a portable camp now, and I'm not mad about it. But thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss anything. But thanks again, and I'll talk to you soon.